had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't. And contrariwise, what it is, it wouldn't be. And what it wouldn't be, it would. You see?
Welcome to Wonderland. Come in, have no fear.
Welcome to Wonderland, where self-discovery takes a curious and whimsical turn. This is Wonderland Unlocked, a journey into the heart of Wonderland itself, exploring the emotions, struggles, and personal growth that shape who we are. I'm Courtney, a peer support specialist with my own winding path through identity, emotions, and transformation. Inspired by my experiences and the lessons I've learned, I created this series to explore how the characters of Wonderland connect to our real-life challenges. In each episode, we'll shine a light on a different Wonderland character, uncovering what their story teaches us about ourselves. From Alice's search for identity to the Mad Hatter's chaos, the Treasure Cat's wisdom to the Queen of Hearts' fury, we'll explore what their journeys reveal about our own. So take a step down the rabbit hole, embrace the unexpected, and let's unlock Wonderland within.
Alice, sweetheart, it's time for tea. Alice? Alice?
Welcome back to Wonderland Unlocked, where we take a journey through the curious, whimsical, and sometimes chaotic world of Wonderland, pulling out hidden lessons that can help us in our personal growth and mental health. I'm Courtney, your guide through this topsy-turvy adventure. If you're new here, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you can never miss an episode. Here in Wonderland, every character, every scene, and every bizarre event has a deeper meaning, a lesson waiting to be discovered. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been accused of something you didn't do? Have you ever felt completely misunderstood? Like, no matter what you said, people had already made up their minds about you. If so, you're not alone. And today we're diving into the story of the Knave of Hearts, the unfortunate fellow who found himself on the wrong side of the Queen of Hearts' wrath.
Someone has stolen three of my tarts! Did you steal them?
No, Your Majesty.
Did you?
No, Your Majesty.
Did you steal them?
No, Your Majesty.
We'll explore how false accusations and misunderstandings affect us emotionally, why they happen, and most importantly, how we can respond to them in a way that protects our well-being. So grab your tea or coffee, get comfortable, and let's unlock today's lesson. So let's set the scene. We're in the courtroom of Wonderland, a place where logic is optional and absurdity reigns supreme. The Knave of Hearts stands accused of a crime, stealing the Queen's tarts. The evidence? Non-existent. The witnesses? A confused mix of Wonderland's most peculiar residents. And the trial? A complete farce. Despite his pleas, no one listens. The Queen of Hearts bellows before a proper defense is even given. This scene, as ridiculous as it may seem, reflects something very real: the pain of being falsely accused. Maybe it wasn't tarts that you were accused of stealing. Maybe someone spread a false rumor about you at work. Maybe a misunderstanding caused a rift in the family or a group of friends. Maybe you've been judged unfairly based on assumptions with no chance to explain your side of the story. When this happens, it can feel as though walls are closing in, just like they did for the Knave. The frustration, the helplessness, the anger, all of it is valid. But what can we learn from this story? Before we dive into the strategies for handling false accusations, let's take a moment to understand why they happen in the first place. One of the biggest reasons misunderstandings occur is because we all see the world through our own unique lenses. Our past experiences, our emotions, and even our fears shape the way we interpret situations. If someone has been hurt or betrayed before, they might be more likely to assume the worst about others. It's not always fair, but it is human nature. How often do we hear one side of a story and immediately form an opinion? The citizens of Wonderland didn't need proof. They only needed the queen's words to decide the knave was guilty. Similarly, in our world, people often believe what they hear without questioning it. This can lead to dangerous assumptions and unnecessary conflicts. In Wonderland, no one challenges the queen because they fear her power. This reflects how in real life, people sometimes go along with a false accusation because they don't want to rock the boat. This is why misinformation spreads so quickly and why speaking up for ourselves can feel so daunting. Think about a time in your life when you felt misunderstood. Maybe it was a disagreement with a friend, a boss blaming you for a mistake you didn't make, or even an online argument where your words were twisted. These experiences can be deeply painful, but they can also give us an opportunity to practice resilience. So what do we do when we find ourselves in the knave's shoes? How do we respond when we're falsely accused or misunderstood? Here are some strategies to keep in mind. When we're wrongfully accused, our first instinct is to often react emotionally, anger, frustration, or even panic. But reacting impulsively can sometimes make things worse. Instead, take a deep breath, ground yourself in the moment, and ask yourself, do I need to respond right away? Or can I take a moment to gather my thoughts? Try using a grounding technique like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. Name 5 things that you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This brings you back to the present moment and helps you regulate your emotions. The knave never had a real chance to defend himself, but in real life, we can advocate for ourselves by calmly and clearly stating our truth. The key is to avoid sounding defensive. Instead of, I didn't do that, try, I'd like to clarify what really happened. A simple shift in wording can make all the difference. Unfortunately, not everyone will be willing to hear us out, though. Some people hold on to their version of events no matter what. When this happens, it's okay to set boundaries. You don't owe anyone unlimited emotional energy, especially if they're not engaging in good faith. The knave faced his trial alone, but you don't have to. Reach out to someone who believes in you, whether it's a friend, a therapist, or a peer support group. Having someone validate your feelings can be incredibly healing. Holding on to resentment over a misunderstanding can weigh us down. That doesn't mean forgetting what happened or pretending it didn't hurt, but it does mean deciding how much power we give it. One of my favorite affirmations is, I am not responsible for how others choose to perceive me. Let that sink in. Even when we don't get closure, even when the misunderstandings never fully resolves, we still have the power to define our own path. The knave may not have been able to clear his name, but he didn't let the queen's false accusations define his worth, and neither should we. Thank you for joining me today on Wonderland Unlocked. I hope this episode gave you tools and encouragement to navigate misunderstandings with strength and self-compassion. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below. Have you ever faced false accusations? How did you handle it? And remember, you are worthy of being heard, understood, and treated with respect. Until next time, take care and keep unlocking the Wonderland within you. Yay me, yay you, and yay us!